Hello and welcome, my friends. It's Ira, Meditative Scrapbooking and Fiber Art, and I am here today to show you my new project with another label. This label I mostly use for fiber and textile projects, and this time it's a big one, incorporating some different techniques. Some of them are new, I haven't used them before. That's the back side, as you see. You can see what it looks like. The color is very far from what it really is. Sorry. Here are the strings or closures that you can fix upon a wooden piece or stick or whatever. And now let's see the front side. It's impossible to see it all together because it's like the size is around 50 centimeters, width to 85, around 85, right, centimeters high or length. But I have a video of the full look of this piece made outside. I hope the color will be better given there. But let's see the pieces. That's the metal piece I added here with some Boolean knots, and I also added some different pieces and different approaches, like adding some lace. Adding some lace. I stitched these lace pieces here and there. Some of this lace was hand dyed. I used some special fabric dyes for that. I used beads here to highlight some details. I also used a twine stitch, or let me recall it, double twine or untwined stitch. Actually, sorry, I don't remember the exact name, but I learned it from Susan Taylor Brown, and I tried using it. It was fun, but not always easy to find the right direction where to spin or to wind it. So what else? You can see here different, also my favorite type of adding texture is different types of knots, and these knots are made with not only with sewing or embroidery floss, but also with knitting. I use a lot of knitting fiber. Also, you can see that these lace pieces, flower pieces, are also adorned with some I'm not sure whether this is quartz pieces or not, or just glass, maybe even plastic. Actually, this is an old bracelet I used to have. Now it looks this way. I also used some ribbon. This I combined silky ribbon looking this way and organza ribbon looks like that probably. Underneath you see layers of different pieces of fabric. They are adding more texture, popping up, adding different shades of color. The front piece is fully embroidered, like the outlines are embroidered, and it makes this quilted effect. It's pretty thick, it's rather puffy because all the outlines are stitched. And then I highlighted it a little bit with acrylic paint just to make it pop. Let's say the frame around it is a play I made of different pieces of fabric, leftovers, stripes of fabric, and some leftovers, definitely, different kinds. Some of them are hand dyed, some of them are this way. These are different fiber which is normally used for knitting. Okay, then another lace. Yeah, when the flower is small on a lace like that, I added beads in the center. Here I used again organza ribbon embroidery, but not a knot anymore. It's kind of leaf imitation. So that's the second side. And that's again. That's the almost end of it. So it's a big piece of lace fixed here and also adorned with beads. And sometimes you see I use this different shades of the same color thread I used in some this or that place, just in order to create some kind of integrity. And I wanted to avoid edges, like too prompt edges, so I tried to blur them, adding more colors and so on. That's another piece. That's the bottom. As usual, the edges are not fixed, so yeah. And that's actually embroidery, but embroidery with knitting thread, which is more, let's say, it's more palpable, it's less glossy, very matte. So what I'm trying to actually, the idea was to combine some grayish whitish pieces, and I called it initially June piece with all this meadow or June meadow, right? I think it's going to be called meadow in June, because in fact it was greatly inspired by a real meadow I saw outside the train window, which was full of green and white from different flowers, and it looked exactly this way, like this. There were some spreads of white across the green. And then when I started to add some grayish colors, it started to look very much like dry June that we had here as well this year. It was really dry in the forest with all this white and gray pieces of lyching covering the ground, the surface. In fact, I'm going to add a short video, as I mentioned before, a short video on of this piece in its natural habitat, somewhere between the forest and the meadow, and it's pictured against the pine tree, which was mostly covered with lichen and or lichen. Could you please tell me in the comment section what's the favorite or most common way you use to pronounce this word? Because in the dictionaries I use, like Cambridge Dictionary provides lychen, liking, licking, and it's really hard for me to guess which is most frequently used. So if you could share in the comment section how you pronounce this, the name of this gorgeous creations, that would be great. That's it. You see, I'm trying to somehow demonstrate something, but it's getting more and more difficult because my pieces are getting bigger and bigger. It's available for purchase. If you did I show you these pieces? These are, yes, I showed them, but I want to specify they are pretty tough because I used acrylic textured paint to make them more to the point with this whole piece. So coming back to ordering things, feel free to get in touch with me in the comment section here, but it would be preferable if you could find me on Instagram or Facebook. The links will be provided down in the description. because it's more private there. We have direct messaging, and this is not open to public. Recently, I started to prefer this more intimate communication rather than open to public means. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, feel free to join me and or just write something here, but I will do something else. I will do weaving very soon in my journal projects, but the series of the following videos will be mostly on journals and minor projects and so on. I hope you'll enjoy them as well. Thank you so much. Enjoy your week, and bye-bye.